Yo.
Hello.
What's up, my boys? It's been a long weekend. No podcast. Sunday night I felt naked.
I still feel naked.
It was like we're camping and we're sitting around the fire, having a couple of drinks, I'm having a cigar, and it's like 9:00, and I'm like, look at Terrence. Like, what's that? I'm like, I'm sensing a disturbance in the force. He's like,
You're
"Why?"
on a roll, Pat.
I'm like, it should have been a podcast.
No, I ain't gonna lie, I did miss you guys.
Dude, I just loved your updates, Joe, this week with the show, man. I felt like, oh man, I would love to be there, but
yeah, I saw it was definitely cool. I watched all three yesterday when I came back into reality and I could get service.
No, I'm glad to hear that, guys. Yeah, I was kind of, I was like, fuck it. We spent so much time in line and doing all these things. I was like, why not just throw a little update out there, a couple of videos. So it worked out.
you kicked butt, man. You kicked butt.
Thanks,
Good shit, man.
Good shit, man. High quality shit.
High quality shit. Hey, oh, you know what? Did you see Sean? I meant to ask you.
I did. He was real busy, man. Like we saw him, say what's up to him here and there, but he was a busy dude, man.
I figured.
Busy dude.
Hey, Stefan, what's he got going on here? He's got a lot of stuff.
Stefan, what's up? This movie sucks. I like this movie. This is the only one I really like.
My favorite one. I think it's Pat's too, right?
Yeah, I love this, man, because it felt like a return to form. I do like it, and I have to put aside my love for Halloween too, because it totally ignores it. But I do like it. It's much better than the Kills and Ends.
Joe, where did it rank on yours?
Yeah, we had no podcast Sunday. Yeah, Memorial Day. I was camping all weekend. And
remember,
you guys were busy.
But it's high up there though, because 18 is like it's a really good movie. I don't give it. It's a good movie.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? About to crack the top on this Red Bull. Let's do this.
There we go.
It's like I think it's like 3 or 4. One of those. Because I got I think it's 4. Because I think I did 2, 1, 4, and then 18.
Yeah, and we all know the different ending they originally had. I think this ending works better, obviously, but the other ending will be great to see somewhere down the road.
Oh yeah,
yeah. One of these. I agree. That's called lazy writing. Why is it called Halloween? I was like, seriously? You couldn't call this something else?
Danny McBride, bastard. No, I'm just kidding.
You bastard! You killed Halloween! You bastard!
I gotta go. Were you guys? I fell asleep, of course. Did you stay up and listen to Matt Arts last night, Pat? Or I don't know if Joe was on there.
Yeah, I did.
I did.
I gotta check out Howie Mandel's podcast. Listen to Rob Zombie talk. That sounds like a cool interview that they did.
It's weird, it popped up on my YouTube, and I saw that. I said, and I go, I'm like, I didn't even know Howie Mandel did a podcast. I was like, oh, yeah, cool. I'm like, and maybe I'll have to check it out because it sounds like it's good Halloween stories.
Yeah, I think I saw him and his daughter. Him and his daughter do the podcast. I think I saw him on Dead Meat, on the Dead Meat podcast, or vice versa. One of them was featured on one of their podcasts, or something like that.
Oh,
Fucking Gizmo has a podcast.
Sorry, our little late start. Joe's having an issue with his mic, so we figured we're just going to deal with it. It's not horrible.
Yeah,
It's just,
periodically, just if you know why.
if you hear it, we know about it. So.
He's done everything known to mankind.
Yeah, I'm
He
sorry.
jumped up and down. He got naked. He did the hokey pokey, and it still wasn't fucking working. So
Yeah.
we'll have to figure it out after the fact. We don't want to wait any longer.
I have to tell you before we get started, though, the greatest text I got from my brother. He saw in the credits, and I thought he knew this. He saw Dick Warlock in the Married with Children credits. I'm like, yeah, you didn't know he was on Married with Children?
Oh, that's awesome.
The biggest Married with Children fan I thought I knew.
That rocks. But
How
Yeah,
many
this
did he
would've been
do, Pat?
okay.
Do you remember? He did a handful, right?
I'm trying to remember which ones Dick Warlock was in.
I thought he was part of No Ma'am, but
Was he part of No Ma'am? Because there were so many episodes with No Ma'am. But I remember No Ma'am. No Ma'am was basically, besides Al and Griff and Jefferson, it was all like, Bob Rooney. It was all like fat guys like me. So it's like, and Dick Warlock was never fat. So I don't know. Maybe.
Byron's in the house. All right. Hi, Byron.
Yeah, I agree. Halloween Returns would have been a better thing. And Slasher Fred, what's up, Slasher Fred? I think the director wanted to create his own. Yeah, he wanted to create his own follow-up, but you know what? I don't know. And then, of course, everybody starts following suit. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then you have Scream. Everybody's just going to just call it.
Well, and if
what
you
it
didn't
is.
have Halloween H2O, you could have done 40 years later, but they weren't going to do that again. So.
Right. Yeah. That didn't have to be
H40.
Give me some H4O, Joe.
Hey, what's up, Don? I definitely like this movie, but at the same time, I really wish that they would have worked Halloween. I agreed. Totally agreed. I think they could. I think they really. And if they would have worked Halloween 2 into this, maybe not some. And believe it or not, well, yeah. I guess because they did tell you in Halloween that they had the sibling thing, but they could have worked it in because that was the only thing that bothered me about this movie. It's just like, seriously, would you be this much of a like doomsday prepper over one night? I mean, granted, it's horrifying what happened to her in reality. But you're really like live in a bunker for the past 40 years over that one night. I mean, I could see if you went through that shit in the hospital. Oh fuck yeah, you'd want to build a wall around where you are.
Dude, well,
But
remember
seriously?
how Carpenter had told them, "Don't reshoot the ending of my movie. It's just not going to make it right." Remember, they almost did that. That was the big talk. They were going to do it.
Yeah, that would have
They
been
were going to reshoot the whole ending of the '78 movie.
Yeah, that was I love the flashback because it really doesn't alter anything.
No,
But yeah, that would have been a big no-no to reshoot the end of it. No. Hell no. Should have been called Peanut Butter on My Penis. The Story of the Shapes. See, now that would have been the good alternative porn movie. Like the other one, what is it? Halloween Comes, whatever the fuck the porn version of the Halloween is. Have you guys seen that?
You said something about it. I haven't seen it this morning.
Yeah, it's just this morning. But yeah, that would have been that's a good follow-up to the Halloween porn, which the name's escaping me. Hey, oh yeah, there's Byron. What's up, Byron? So just trying to catch up and see who's here and who's chatting away and see what's going on.
Yes, PJ is the voice of the teacher.
Yeah, she is.
That's right, Slasher Fred. 2 points for you.
Absolutely. So you know what? Okay, so it's already about 25 after the hour, depending on which zone you're in. So let's get this started because it's a rather long movie. It's just straight Halloween, right? There's nothing. I don't think there's any differences.
In about an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, hour and 45. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Come on.
Come on, we're going to start it now. All right, so countdown 3, 2, 1, and we're pressing play and seeing the universal.
Very nice.
And on that note, although I've been I feel like what do you call it? The neighbor. I've been beard to death this weekend, but I'm actually gonna have beard to death
tonight. I've been beard to death this weekend.
Seriously, like was it Saturday night? No, Sunday night rather. We're sitting around the fire still, and it's like 11 o'clock. I'm sitting there with Terrence, and I finished my beer, and he's like, I'm like, what else we got in there? He's like, well, I'm like, I swear to God, I'm beard out. I don't think I can have any more beer. There's got to be something else. I just drank so much beer, and I'm like, I just need to drink something else.
I need some beer now. I love the intro here. I love this.
Loved it.
I love the new one.
Yeah.
where you see him in the background now.
Yes, that is the shiznit. They put him in all the movies now. I love that.
And I think I've told you guys this story. This was the
I'm
VIP.
watching it on a thumb drive. Stefan's asking where we're watching it. So I'm watching on a thumb drive. These guys, I believe DVD. You guys watching it?
I grabbed my Blu-ray. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching it on Prime. I bought it a long time ago.
You don't know what
HD.
beer is. Tell me about
HD,
it. Oh,
baby,
what a tough weekend.
HD.
And I think you guys have known that this was the VIP perk at age 40. You got to see this movie in advance. Universal.
Oh, that's
Mal,
right. Yeah, you
God
got to see
pulled a
it.
lot of strings for the VIPs to get to see this in advance right before the convention started. So
Nice.
had to give my cell phone into a plastic bag and with a ticket.
All right.
This was one of my favorite movie experiences. Honestly, of all time for me, because it was just so grand. Like this movie coming out was so big, man.
Whiskey to get through Resurrection, beer for this. I mean, to get through Resurrection, it's amazing. I wasn't doing a speedball just to get through that train wreck.
You were almost 10 years away from a sequel. There was almost 10 years between movies. That was a big deal.
Yeah, man, it was a real big deal. It was a culmination of old and new. It spawned a bunch of the old fans and then the new fans to come together.
I swear,
it was like the beginning.
That guy looking in the window, the one inmate there, that's me. That's me, and that's me looking around, giving hugs to everybody. Yes,
I will say that the introduction of Dr. Sartain, I wasn't a big fan of this bastard. I really was not.
I didn't like it once you found out what the hell he was doing.
I thought when he was introduced and he's here doing his thing before he turned into what he turned into, they could have went a better direction. It might not have been as bad.
Colin Murdy, how the hell are you? You got 7 versions? I think I have 4. You got me beat.
Hey, I thought Colin said he was stopping in because I thought you mentioned, I think you posted that you were off. Cool. And I just noticed I own 7 versions of this movie. You know what? I should go. Colin, I got to go back there and count myself, and I can only imagine how many freaking versions of this damn movie I have.
There's still a few I would need too. I've got a few right down here. Damn.
I have so many freaking steel books and special editions and this edition and that edition. And
remember this version? I think we're already on the shows together with this version.
Yep. Was it the something Titans something?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the hell that version is.
Whatever this version was with the goofy covers. I got that.
Yep.
This one cost me a pretty penny, this bad boy.
What's the front of it?
I don't know. What's this version called?
I don't even remember what the version it is.
Oh, Film Arena Collection. Is that what it's called? Film Arena Collection. There's the one real expensive one, though, too, with the huge poster.
Don's 48. Wow. I'm still the oldest man in this damn room. I hate that. So Halloween 78, I had BC with my grandmother. She introduced me to horror. That's awesome, your grandmother. My grandmother, forget it all. She watched for soap operas. And she did introduce me to soap operas, though.
Remember McFarlane had the steel book with Best Buy, Todd McFarlane's cover. We had that, right?
I have that. Yeah. I mean, I can go back at some point. I may go back and grab them, just thumb through them because they are sitting behind me.
Oh, he's really aware. Tie your shoes.
I'm at where he's saying, "Oh, make no mistake, he is watching you as you arrived."
Now she hasn't done too many conventions. She did age 40, and I haven't seen her since.
She was no, I remember seeing her at one of the Monster Manias.
Now Jefferson Hall, because he did Game of Thrones. This guy has done a few shows, but not in our neck of the woods. Maybe age 45. These two are very good. These two are very good.
Yeah. I like this whole opening. I love, that they're the veterans hospital that they're in, which is obviously supposed to be the sanitarium, but with that checkerboard and the way they have it placed and everything. I love this.
So we first get to see James Dew Courtney, the great James Dew Courtney.
Yeah, what was it? Don saying, about that's how we kind of know Colin I know Colin from Thing with Two Heads, from them talking, and then obviously with Darren and Frank too. So this is probably the movie that Sean and Christopher kind of got to know each other and kind of worked with each other.
Right.
They started doing the podcast.
And Colin, so let's see. So it's 9:30 here. So 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. So it's 2:30 by you. Am I correct? In Ireland, 5-hour difference.
They don't show him gripping his fist. They did that in the preview. Remember that? That was a big part.
I think he does it coming up. Does he?
Joe, when did you see this opening night, opening week?
Yeah, I think it was an advanced showing at Draft House.
Nice. So you got that glass then, the pint glass too.
Oh yeah, and the magazine or whatever.
Oh, there's Mr. Tivoli, who ruins the middle part of the kills.
Like whoever could confuse the two, it's just ridiculous.
Seriously.
Two totally different body types. You got Danny DeVito, and you got a Slender Man.
Yeah, exactly. That's like me running around with Slender Man and somebody. Oh, it's Slender Man. Fucking slender anyway. On this.
Evil dies tonight. Fat ass dies tonight.
You got your handful of people didn't like this opening. I actually thought this opening was
missed
awesome.
opportunity. I'm surprised they didn't have Ben Tramer.
Well,
Ben Tramer was mentioned in Kills.
Yeah, that's true. This opening scene was creepy as fuck. And
I liked it. I thought it was effective with the pumpkin coming back. The reverse pumpkin.
And she's yelling, "Michael!" Fucking, and bam! Title screen is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, this movie is riddled, and they did it on purpose. Riddled with Easter eggs. The movie references to H2 from 81, like the scene where Michael steals a knife from the kitchen. Yeah, because she's sitting there, she's slicing ham, just like what do you call it? The Elrod, Mrs. Elrod. Yeah, there's so many Easter eggs.
The guy next to me when I saw this at the screening was so fucked up. He's like, dude, I might have to get up and take a piss. I'm like, oh God, how did I get to sit next to you?
I agree with you, Stefan. I'm surprised they didn't write Ben Tramer in. Even if he was just hanging around the bar or something like that.
Well, they did in the next movie, in a way.
Well, he just mentioned it, but if he was actually physically there, just hanging around, because they had Lonnie Elam, because in theory Ben Tramer didn't die in Halloween 2, so they could have had him hanging around. And let's not forget one thing: the freaking score in this is second to none.
This is the best of the three, easily best movie, the best score of the three.
Oh yeah.
I remember when they were talking about the first teaser trailer being released, and they're like, "Oh, it's going to drop at like midnight." I stayed up all fucking night, and it was like the middle of the night when it finally came. And my wife's like, "Did you stay up all night long last night just to watch that freaking trailer?" I said, "Well, hell yeah, I did."
If I recall, with the couple days leading up to it, they would show you just little bits and pieces, just little.
Yep. Look how cool that pumpkin scene is. Like, it is just the best. Golly.
Now, I think, unfortunately, this
no,
house.
James, I don't. We were actually mentioning this before, James, because somebody brought it up that they could have easily written Halloween 2 in, and that would have made this maybe a little bit more viable. That she's this much of a freaking doomsday prepper because she lived through the hospital.
Became John Rambo.
Yeah, because just for one night, granted that it's traumatic and it's crazy shit that she went through that night, but to be a doomsday prepper and live in a bunker and be that crazy for 40 years, I don't know.
I love the Ray's demise score when he gets it. I thought that was so intense. It was so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would have believed she was a doomsday prepper if they were related. You know what I'm saying? Like if they were related, like thank you, love. Then I'd be all right. She has a reason to be scared of her fucking kin, but he's a stranger. It's fucking who cares?
Of course they did that in H2O where she changed her name, she faked her death and disappeared. But
Well, let's let the cat out of the bag. This was the start of the Me Too era too, wasn't it? Though a lot of this.
Yeah, that's
true.
I wanted to show y'all this real quick. So instead of not drinking alcohol, have you ever tried these, the Lagunitas Hoppy Refreshers? Look at this. It's 0 calories, it's 0 alcohol, and it tastes like a fucking IPA.
Really?
Yes. This is pretty good shit.
Joe, I'm going to have to go buy some of that. That's
I mean, 0 calories, but I was like, I want my alcohol, damn it.
Yeah, 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 gluten, everything, man. So I'm doing this for you guys, okay? I want to be part of the guys.
Nah, James. Oh, that's a tough one because H2O.
I love it.
God, H2O doesn't age well. I like H2O. It just doesn't age well for me. I do
The
like
version
it,
of
though,
Voice
but-
Showed was better in H2O. I just respectfully disagree. It doesn't age well. To me, it was just like a Dawson's Creek episode. I was so super excited for that movie, and of course, when you first see something, you come out like, "Wow, that was great." Then went back and watched it, and like, you know what? Masks
Unfortunately,
changed
there's
way
so
too
many other
much.
parameters that make that movie just the masks.
Yeah, the mask. Oh God, the mask, the soundtrack, freaking debacle.
And why couldn't it be somebody more serious than some podcasters? Why couldn't we get like some real Dio Holyfield type people?
Hey, what's wrong with podcasters?
you know,
Hey,
you know. Oh man.
now these two.
If you
have
cut
a
us, don't we
deleted-
bleed?
Didn't we have a deleted shower scene with these two? Unfortunately, nothing was. Like a Dawson's Creek character.
Laurie is like a Dawson. No, it's just the way it's filmed, the way it's written, the way it's just it gives you that vibe.
God, that's
So,
fucking
I didn't really watch
score was
Dawson's Creek.
horrendous too. What was the
What's that?
music in that one? The music in H2O.
Well, as I said, the soundtrack was just it was a train wreck because they stole most of it from Scream.
I like some of the jumps in it though, and it's the shortest one of the series. That helps.
Yeah, it's nice. We can sit there and watch it. Like sitting in the bowl or something because it's so short. But no, she's not like a Dawson's Creek character. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying very underwhelming. She looked great in it. Some of the scenes where she's scared and she's visualizing and seeing them there, it's okay. But for me, it was. Is it the worst one in the franchise? No, not at all. But
There's some good
it's
small stuff in
not
there,
the
though.
one I reach for if I want to go watch a Halloween movie. If it's on, I'll watch it.
Actually, that one has a great opening, really, arguably. That with Nurse Marion, I think that Marion Chambers, I think that's
We did
good.
a best and worst of. Yeah, we can do that. Basically, the best of it is probably the opening, and the very end. Everything else under there is kind of underwhelming to me. Now, I'm only assuming because I forget what your age is, Stefan. Was that your introduction to the franchise? Because usually the movie that is your introduction is the one that tends to be somebody's favorite.
That's why a lot of people my age, or even closer with Joe's age, a lot of people love Halloween 4.
Yeah,
That was
age
the
4.
first one I saw in the theater. It wasn't the first one I saw, but
Yeah.
a lot of people love Halloween 4 for that reason, like Pat's saying.
You know what I thought was interesting is Lori said she was twice divorced, right? Like, do these guys don't have anything to do with her? Like, they don't care about her to check up on her, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just done. The relationships are over. Like, you can't.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, what happened? Like, you just can't call your ex-husband. Hey, somebody's trying to kill me.
Yeah, that's basically was like it was like a Sarah Connor in this.
My
Yes.
goodness gracious.
Well, okay, Marion, she was wasted, I guess, in H2O, but I think she was wasted more in kills. She was kind of silly in kills. She was probably better in H2O than she was in kills. Wouldn't you say so, Pat? The way she
What was that?
used. The way Nancy Stevens was used in H2O was probably better than it was in kills for her.
Oh, much better.
Way better. Absolutely.
And that was pretty much the first callback to a classic character.
She got doomed with that Dr. Loomis line in kills.
That
was probably the thing. No, and she was the first to say "Evil Dies Tonight" in that too.
Yeah,
She's the first one to say "Evil Dies Tonight."
The whole "this is for Dr. Loomis" bullshit. Oh my god, that was just give me a break.
Some good actors here, though.
So my sister's boyfriend through high school would let me come over and hang out and just hang out and watch horror movies and play Mortal Kombat. That's awesome. That's it. Me and my buddies and all during the 80s, and we just go to the video store and rent horror movies. They
Mortal
weren't allowed- they
Kombat,
weren't-
yeah, the Sega Genesis. You had to put it in the code to have blood in it. It was awesome.
Right. See, I love Andy's forehead in 2018.
That's a good introduction.
It kills and ends. Yeah. Her forehead is really good in this movie. Look at that.
Judy Greer too.
She's pretty big.
She's a pretty accomplished actress. For her to be in this, I thought was kind of cool. I don't really know too much other stuff she was in. I know she was in Ant-Man.
Like the
First
hangout.
film was pretty good. Yeah, the intro at the beginning is awesome. I like that.
Extra channel. You know who that is. Watch out.
Yes, that's right. I forgot that.
That's
the older,
Mr.
the
Brother.
older, the older Brady.
We were out to dinner, so we got to do an inside joke. We're going to give him a mask to come on or something, and we'll do something to blur his face.
Yeah. So he'll be talking like this, like he's like, on one of those mob shows because they don't want to have their face shown.
His name's Bill. Now, this is Tim Robbins' son, right?
This is Tim. Yeah, Tim Robbins and that was his wife from
Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon. I'm like, I love Rocky Horror. I'm like, how did I forget her name?
Now, our buddy that we're hoping to have on here in a couple weeks, Jeremy Moorhead, he went to a show not too long ago with the blonde in the middle was at. She hasn't done too much. She was really good in this.
She's a hot.
Mm-hmm.
I like this girl too. She was cute.
Yeah, he deserved to die wearing that fucking hat.
Wearing that
Like
hat.
wearing like a grumpy old men hat.
Ghoster shit.
The muckluck.
Nice furry hat, Mr. Brackett.
It's like fucking cousin Eddie's hat. Fuck.
Who was the real main character in Halloween 2018? Honestly, I'd have to say Michael. It really was.
I would say I as much as I like what's her name here too, Allison too.
I don't know. I would have to say Michael, believe it or not, as the main character because it's him bringing him back, and he's in a lot of the movie. He really is.
Does her drink Joe have those tapioca balls?
That would be a good trivia question to go movie by movie to see how much screen time Michael Myers has in each movie.
I think she's drinking
which one?
Boba tea.
Am I nuts? Her boyfriend, he's giving me a little Chris Klein vibe, just a little bit, just a little.
Yeah, I see some Chris Klein. Yeah.
Minus like being in like athletic shape.
That guy's so fucking ugly. I swear.
Then you got this guy that looked like he was in the Mighty Ducks movies.
Yeah, no,
Allison. Oh yeah, she's definitely hot. I have to step back when people say this, so that because she's probably be old enough to be my daughter, so I'll be like creepy old guy.
Fucking reminds me of Guy Germain from fucking Mighty Ducks. This guy looks like Fulton Reed.
I'll never forget. My wife and I were at one of my daughter's lacrosse games last year, and we were in Wheaton, and that's when I found out that she lived in Wheaton for a little bit. Wheaton is another suburb in Chicago. And we looked her up. She played soccer here and everything. I'm like, oh my God, how did I not know this?
Wheaton, Illinois. That's where John Belushi's from.
That's right.
Yeah, Oscar, when when we saw this in the movie, when we saw this in the theater, it was me and my wife and my son. And we both looked at each other, and when Oscar came on screen, we're both like, is that Rocky Dennis's kid? Looked just like him. It could easily be his kid.
They put her in the same corner. Damn it.
But this movie, this is the highest grossing movie of the series, I think, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
By a long shot now.
By a long shot.
She's like, here's some money, baby.
You know what? Because they hyped it perfectly. I mean, they really got everybody going. I mean, I remember it just reinvigorated. Halloween is as big as it is now because of this movie. And nobody can deny it. People can hate this movie, hate the Blumhouse movies. But as a Halloween collector, Halloween fan, you guys have been around too. You guys know I've been doing this, watching this movie for the last 43 years. It was big. I'm not going to deny Halloween and the franchise wasn't big. But this put it into a different fucking stratosphere.
Yeah, we've always talked about it, Pat. Like every movie has its definitely has its issues, probably minus the first two, we could say. But like some people could say something the second one. But there's a lot of stuff I like about this. But I tell you, the masks are you can't go wrong with the masks and the music in these three movies. Very good.
No, like I said, you're right, Pep, because it brought the older fans from the original and the newer fans, everything in between, it brought it all together. Bam.
Yeah. Everywhere you look, you saw Michael Myers stuff. I mean, yeah, you had some before 2018, but not like this. To the point where Brett and I would just, we'd sending stuff today like, oh my God, another thing we got to buy? Slow the fuck down. Stop it. Trying to save my money for the freaking convention. And they just keep putting more stuff out. There's just so much stuff now. And it's just so big. It's crazy.
Matt Arts brought up a good point last night. Those pieces that set their Trick or Treat studio selling the game pieces. If you're going to make unpainted ones, make painted ones too. It's just like, I'm not going to, I'd love to just use those as like part of the game pieces instead of the actual paper ones. But.
Well, you know what? I was actually doing other things while I was listening to Matt last night. I was going to comment and say, you know why they come unpainted? It's fucking cheaper. They can charge you $40 for it and not have to worry about painting them. Oh, this is great. You guys can just paint it yourselves. How much fun is that? I don't want to paint it. I'm all thumbs. I don't want to freaking paint it.
Yeah.
Give it to me painted.
That's got to be the smallest brush shown to mankind to freaking paint those things with too.
Yeah. Like even with the other ones, the Nanoforce ones. Like, oh, this is great. You paint them. Yeah, because it's cheaper. They don't have to pay anybody to paint them. And you're still going to buy them. And we're the jackasses that buy it. So who's laughing? They are. Oh yeah, I mean, it was just like 2018 was just crazy. As if you were into the Halloween world. And that's sucking down those bottles of booze.
Yeah, you imagine if God, thank God there's not a new movie with H45 coming out. Because I'm sure people would be like, oh, we get to see it early again. And I'm sure I don't think they would do that again because that was kind of towards the end of that stuff kind of happening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, after 2018 did what it did at the box office, that's it.
Yes,
Brett is drinking out of a bat.
I got this at the Cubs game yesterday at Wrigley Field. Yes, every baseball park is selling these now for their team.
Excuse me.
At first, we thought it was glass. I'm like, there's no way this is glass. There's no way at a ball game this is glass, Lisa.
Yeah, I think it was glass. No, there'd be people would be breaking it over people's heads.
Yes, especially when the White Sox are facing the Cubs. God, jeez. No, it's hard plastic though. It's definitely durable. 26 ounces, if anybody's asking. 26 ounces.
You guys surprised that John Carpenter never came back to direct another Halloween movie? No. He really didn't want to. I mean, granted, he did try to get the rights back. Remember years ago when the rights did go up on the auction block, he did try to get them.
Mustafa Khan beat him to it, right?
Yep. Yes, he did. So that probably would have been. Well, they tried to bring him in. He was on board very early for H4.
Yes, he was. Him and Deborah were both.
Him and Deborah were both on board in the beginning, and then he drew some astronomically ridiculous price out there to do the movie, from what I remember reading and taking shape.
Yeah, and that's when he was starting to have enough of working with the studios too. Remember, because then he came out with his what was his company? Live? Is that who he was working with?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, when he did Prince of Darkness and They Live and. The boyfriend definitely gets it. Some of the worst though.
I knew it was some astronomical price for something. Maybe it was H2O. He wanted $10 million, and they're like, yeah, no. I don't even think the budget on H2O was $10 million.
If you heard that last Thing with Two Heads episode, they were what was it? Nick Castle and James Ucordy. They were going to try to get John Carpenter to come to H45 at this weekend. So maybe there was some of that discussion there, Joe, when you were there.
Maybe there was.
Maybe they had the chance.
He would definitely bank at a Halloween convention.
Oh, he'd make a.
He wouldn't have to travel.
Bucks.
He would have to travel.
Yeah, that's right.
And we kind of guessed how much he made this past weekend. Dude, that motherfucker made a killing.
What was
Okay.
he charging for a photo op?
One photo op was like 100 and something, and then autographs was like 125. So
Really?
bro.
So it was over $200.
Yeah, to get just a photo op by itself was separate, so it was like 100 and something, and then fucking an autograph, personalized and everything, 125.
So if you took a, like, you know, like is he signing, like most people, they have pictures, he'll sign it and take a picture and you pay one price, or is that considered two prices?
It's a different price. So if you just want his signature, like just JC, it's 100. If you want like two, like made out to you, it's like extra $10-15. If you want him to personalize it or say a quote, it's like it has different tiers. And if you want to take a table selfie, he charges you even more.
Right. Well,
You know
guess
what
what,
he
guys?
did?
I guess I ain't meeting John Carpenter, dude, because I ain't paying that kind of money, dude. You want me to give that amount of money? You better give me a fucking blowjob. Sorry.
There was guys there, and they're probably doing it for the businesses, but they were getting 10 to 20 tickets for signatures. So they were paying that price times.
Yeah, because they're going to sell it. They'll resell it.
Yeah, they'll resell it.
Well,
So it's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude, sorry.
I think the best deal. So
Get
Pat,
over
if he
yourself. You're
comes
good, but
around-
you ain't that good.
If he comes around for his concert, if he comes around and tours with the band again, his VIP was $200. You got 2 autographs and a picture and admission. I thought that was pretty damn good.
That's not bad. Something like
That's
that I
not
would
bad.
do.
That is not bad.
Yeah, that I would do. But if I just want a picture with you and a signature, and you want to charge me like $250, dude, it's like, dude, you're John Carpenter. You're probably my favorite director, dude. But you know what? You can stick it up your ass. I ain't paying that amount of money. Sorry. I think you guys all learn about one thing. I'm brutally honest, and when it comes to that amount of money, I don't.
Do we know if he stopped smoking yet? He probably did stop smoking.
Even Jamie Lee was only charging what, 130, 140?
Jamie Lee? No, I think seriously, I'm going to tell you this. I think what I remember, because you had a 2 autograph limit, I think it was $80 a piece, if I remember right.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Well, somebody isn't Robert England playing? Doesn't he?
He's
charge
like
some
150
stupid-
now. I think he's
Yeah.
150 now.
Yeah, he's
Dude.
retarded money. He's retarded.
Sorry, guys. I ain't doing it. Well, I've already said, when I go to age 45, if I go out there, like, and all the original people from Halloween, you know, like PJ, some of the ones that have eluded me, like John Michael Graham, if they're charging like $60, $70, I'll do it. Anything more than that? Sorry, guys.
PJ was 40.
PJ was probably 40.
Yeah, 40.
Yeah,
and
I could see them being a little
was-
inflated because of the
Yeah.
economy, and age 45, they're going to go up. And I'm expecting that, so I can live with that.
Nick Castle was only 60. Jude was 60.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to paying. I'll pay 60. I think the
Yeah.
most I paid was like $60 for a thing.
They were
But if I'm-
60?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, usually Nick and James were about 50. They're going up a little bit too.
yeah, and the economy's everything's gone up. So I'm expecting. You want to charge me $10 more? I get it. Everything else is $10 more. Why not? But $200 something dollars, and then if I want you to write, like, you know, stick your finger in my butt. You want to charge me like $10-15? Well, dude,
Or like
sorry,
Danny
man.
Glover would say, "Go spit."
Sorry, guys, man, go get a job.
Fucking
All right.
Lethal Weapon. Go spit. I love it. Love it.
What do you think of this kid getting killed? I don't think it's as big of a deal because he's not like old, but he's not super young either.
No, he gets deserved it because he said, Daddy.
I mean, I don't understand why people were so up in arms, because kids have gotten killed in other movies before. I guess maybe because, I don't know, it hasn't really done it in one of these.
He should have just shot the Turkish guy in the head.
I was just saying, watch RoboCop 2 and you'll get over it real quick. The kid that dies in RoboCop 2.
The beginning of the novelization, I'll take you back to when Michael was younger in the time. Loved it. Don, I guess you didn't see our Halloween book club. Go back and watch it on this channel. We did a whole book club on the novelization, on all the things that were in it. We did one chapter by chapter and all the different differences from the novelization to the book. Actually, the very beginning of it actually takes you back to that curse, because it was supposedly a family curse. It's actually pretty cool. Will Rowan Campbell be at age 45? I think so.
It's sounding like he's going to be.
It sounded like he is.
Man, Byron, I don't know, man. These movies, we live and die by these movies. But God, anything, these type of movies, they go over 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'd say that might be the limit, right? Just for me, like Terrifier was a big shock. It didn't bother me for Terrifier 2 for whatever reason.
No, you know what? Terrifier 2 goes by so quick because there's so much shit going on.
Like, if Halloween Kills was 2.5 hours and they kept that same pace, that would have been something.
The only way they could have salvaged Halloween Ends is if they took more out of the novelization and took some of the stuff out of the movie and set it aside. Novelization was much better.
You know, that is pathetic. I never caught that was a Back to the Future pinball machine, and I've watched this a bunch of times. That's awesome.
Look at that. Got to get to 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, Halloween 3 was the first to kill kids in the franchise, yeah.
Now, this is one hell of an actor, too, that they got to play this character here. Good old Will Patton.
Oh, Will Patton, yes.
Coach Yost.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? People were up in arms.
The Titans.
People were so crazed because they're like, that's why they brought him back, because everybody liked his character so much. It's like, why'd you kill him off?
I like the guy that was helping Bruce Willis try to kill the meteor or whatever the fuck you're doing.
Fucking Armageddon. Love it.
Minus whatever he's talking about in the grocery store with Laurie Strode.
Do you know what the original plan was going to be for Halloween Ends? Well, I know the whole thing was supposed to take place on one night. So I'm not sure what the difference would be.
Yeah, well, COVID screwed it all up as what they kind of said they changed
it. They said COVID screwed that up. They could have did it all on, but they did was give them too much time to get inside their heads and start rewriting and adding more shit, because they probably should have just left what they had and did it all on one night.
Yeah, you know what? It's a question for David Gordon Green, and you know, they have to have a good idea of what they would have done. Why would you not, right? Just some loose plot holes, right?
Yeah. Yeah, go check it out. We did the whole. That's the whole prologue of the book. Is the whole ritual.
No, it's cherry blossoms, Stefan.
There's your cherry blossom. It's the whole ritual in the beginning where the one kid is the guy who's, oh God, why am I forgetting their names? Because we just did the hot damn book club. Go back and watch it. You'll. It was definitely cool because we went chapter by chapter, and then he killed the girl and the guy that was supposed to get married, and they took him, they killed him, and they put the shaman put a curse on the whole family, and his grandfather had the same curse. Pretty interesting stuff.
Cherry blossoms.
Good old Sandy Johnson.
Well, that's how she got found too. They had to use her likeness in this, right? That was the whole thing, and then all of a sudden she did conventions. It was awesome.
Yeah. That's a good scene where he's just standing there.
Yeah. I think that's the other thing too, and technology and just the modern times, the continuity is so much better. Look at, they're using the actual tombstone from the first movie, right?
Right.
They use the Myers house to make it as close as possible. That's how I think these new movies work too. Just the continuity.
Attention to detail.
Yeah, the detail. Yeah. Thank you.
I love how you just see him standing there behind the fucking tree.
Yep.
Yeah. I've read all 3 novels, and we're actually going to do them as part of the book club. We're starting. Those interested, that those fans of Halloween 3, tomorrow night is our first episode of the prologue and chapters 1 through 4 of Halloween 3.
Oh shit!
And then when we're done with Halloween 3, we're going to go on to Halloween 4. Then from there, it jumps right up to 2018.
40 years to the date.
40 years to the date. Byron, how would you do a sequel to Halloween 3?
I gotta tell you, I don't know how much you can do a sequel. We talked about it. Let Rob Zombie do a remake and see what happens.
Honestly, just see you'd see Tom Atkins, Dan Chalice years later, and he's probably a train wreck because his kids. Remember the Linda just basically hung up when he was trying to tell her not to put the friggin' mask on, and the one channel didn't shut off. So maybe it's a train wreck because his kids were killed, and maybe there's some type of warlock that does come back. Because now you figure the curse was supposed to be what? How many years? I can't remember. It's time again. I forget how many years it was, but it would have been good to do last year because last year was 40 years.
I think this is one of the lunch moms at my kid's school.
Oh gosh.
Just kidding. Oh yeah, that's their homage to Halloween Resurrection, right? The church name on the bus.
Church, yeah, the resurrection on it. Yep.
Okay.
I like it. I know how you kids like the sloppy joes.
And Stefan, we are big Trading Places fans in this group here. We absolutely love it. Not just for that reason. It's a good movie, but that's a big part of it. It's a beautiful thing.
Michael Keaton in the background. I love it.
Oh, that's probably one of the most paused scenes in history on videotape. When she shows her knockers. Tell you, I've said it to these guys before. Go watch Love Letters. You see a lot more of her in Love Letters than you see in Trading Places.
Yeah, Pat, my wife actually did that to me this morning where she goes, she does the Dan Aykroyd scream, remember? Yeah. She's like, what movie is that from? I'm like why the hell did you just do frickin' Winthorpe?
Oh, that's great. My wife wouldn't know what the hell I was doing.
Oh, with the dog. Yeah, across the dead dog hung. Right. Yeah.
I like how he's slowly like stalking, but he's targeting. You know, like he knows he's like going there to kill.
Simply fan service, Stefan. It's just fan service because some people get a kick out of all the little callbacks and Easter eggs.
Some people think this is H2O, right? Because of the mom and the daughter in the restroom, right?
Right. Yeah. They try to get a angle where it all comes from something. See the deleted scene where Allison's jogging and sees the dead dog. Now, is it implied that he did the dog, right? Because you do see him, but why would he hang a dog? I don't understand. I guess that's why they cut it. I don't understand the logic of why he would do that. It was a creepy scene. It reminded you of the cut scene in was it Rob Zombie's Halloween 2? Where Scout's seeing herself being hung. That was one of the scenes. Yeah. It reminded me of that scene.
Oh, dude, that guy's jaw was fucked up.
I guess so. See, he got hungry, but he hung the thing up. He didn't even eat it. So I guess he just wanted, maybe the dog's name was Lester.
Fucking hammer to the head.
This was a good scene. I like this. I like when he drops the teeth and you see him grab the door and the blood drips down.
She hits her head.
So we're watching this in the theater, and meanwhile, she's getting chased by a killer. My wife's like, "Oh my God, that's disgusting. I could not imagine crawling across a gas station bathroom floor." I'm like, "That's what you're noticing? Not the fact that this maniac killer is going to kill you? You're worried about crawling across the dirty floor?"
And Michael took that shot pretty well.
Took it like a champ.
You know, if she was that smart, just get the hell out of there.
Just run out the door. Well, you just come out the door and you stick it right into Michael's back and run. That's it. If you have a dog, you live in Haddonfield, don't name it Lester.
Now, it looks like he's still barely alive there.
Yeah, I always thought that he survived that.
Well, that's what people were saying there. They thought, I'm like, I don't know, man. He got his brains bashed in pretty darn hard. This is great when he puts the mask on for the first time.
Is this
It's actually our backdrop.
It's actually a cool part of the trailer too.
Oh, the best, man. The weather mask.
Yeah, it's one thing people can hate the three movies, but they definitely got did a nice job with the masks
That
as opposed to
continuity,
some of the
baby.
sequels in the 80s.
Damn, that was a good slot.
Oh, did that get on the mic?
Hell yeah.
Hey, Stefan.
I'm getting to the bottom, Joe.
That's what I'm
She got
talking
the Halloween Kills soundtrack. I'm surprised we didn't, because I know they put the deluxe version of 2018 out there, but I'm surprised they didn't do a deluxe of both Kills and Ends.
We know what they're doing. They're making a big sequel box set or trilogy box set, or they're going to
Probably.
do a big.
Yeah, but if they put it out individually, they know we'd buy them individually and then we'd buy the box set because we're jackasses.
Maybe they're waiting till 50, but I think media
That's-
might be gone by then. Physical media.
Oh, that's right. You said you were working on a script. Cool.
That's cool.
Somebody, I forget where. Somebody asked the question. I forget where it is.
Stefan, you're leaving? How dare you?
Somebody asked a question. I think it was higher up somewhere, and I don't want to go through the whole feed. Asking what's a good time frame for them to do, like either reboot or do anthology. I think 5 years.
5 years. Yep, that's what I
Yeah.
thought too.
Yeah, let it sit. Because in 5 years, a lot of things change. Fads come and go. There's always something hip, and it'll probably reintroduce everybody that wasn't into Halloween. And I think 5 years is a good time frame.
If
And
you ask our spouses, never.
Oh, if my wife says she'll just put a hit out on them if they do another movie. She's like, please, not another one. Because it's just more shit he's going to buy.
What he would think. I think he would probably say never for all I know. Maybe not. Oh my God, guys. What a fun time.
Yeah, I love that. It was like, wow. When you saw that trailer and he dropped those teeth, you were like, whoa, this is going to be awesome.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this.
Does
was
he
kinda
look old
pointless.
for her, by the way, too? Has that been said? He
Yeah.
seems like he's pretty old for Judy Greer. What do you think?
He was funny on actually
He's been in a
funny
lot
fact.
of stuff, Pat. He's been in
He
a
has.
lot
He's
of
been in a
stuff.
lot of things that people don't realize it. But the TV show Mom. Did you ever see the TV show Mom?
Oh yeah, with William Fisher.
With the recovering alcoholics and everything. There's an episode where they go into a bar, and Judy Greer's and they're like trying to save her. They think she's an alcoholic, so they try to take her home, get her sobered up, and she's all drunk. And she's just drunk because she has had a bad day, and she's like going home with them. Think they're going to be in a three-way, and it's the funniest fucking episode. And she's just like, "There, okay, who's going to be the dude?" Because they're all drunk. And side note, the mother in that, the older woman, the one who won the Academy Award, I can't remember her name. She was dating the husband in this. He was on a couple of episodes. I don't know what the actor's name is. I'm drawing a blank on it. With peanut butter on his penis. He was in the same show dating the mother for a few episodes.
He was on the TV show Glow about the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling show on Netflix. He was in that. That's what I remember him a lot. But did we just pass up that they didn't show Aaron Jefferson Hall, like his body? They showed the other reporter, and then they showed the mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I wonder if they were going to use that as an scapegoat, and they just passed once they started changing stories around.
Maybe he was in the hospital on the original draft where it was all supposed to be the same night.
Now, if I'm right, the second trailer was this whole the part of the opening of this trailer, right?
Yeah. So everybody shit themselves when they saw this. They're like, "Wow, this looks cool."
It's a
He's
continuous
got the walk
take.
down. He's got the mask down.
No edits here. No, well, actually, there will be here, I guess, in a second.
Yeah, because I think the only spot they could have did an edit is when he walks into the house.
Right.
Everything here was probably all continuous. And there's
There
the
it is.
callback
Right.
to
Yeah, there's
right
the
there.
edit. Okay.
Call back to Mr. Garrett with the hammer.
Nice.
Well, and what's her name here in a second?
Time cops.
Mrs. Elrod. That's Mrs. Elrod stuff. There's the ham. There's the
There's the
sandwich.
ham. There's the robe. Now you just have to wonder: did she put mayonnaise or mustard on her sandwich? Let's look at the table when they swing around. Let's see what's on the table. If it's mayonnaise or mustard.
I just love how he
I-
drops the hammer.
I
like
just love
that.
how he
Oh,
drops
this
it.
is what I need.
Let's see. Did she
I thought
have?
mustard was right back there, Pat. Mustard
it back there?
by the cutting board.
Oh, so it was mustard. There you go. And then of
Yeah,
course
I
everybody's like, "Oh, wondered if he's going to kill the baby."
Oh yeah, the other controversy, the baby. This was fine. Let it go.
Here's a callback to Boo from Rob Zombies.
Have a heart, Michael. Have a heart.
He's
They
like,
weren't
"I'm
gonna
not."
touch that crap. Now, here's the other thing too. What was the point of having that baby there though? Because that woman looked a little bit older. Like there must have been some other thought having the baby there, right? That
I
or-
remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when we go back to read 2018, I don't think it was her kid. I think she was babysitting, according to the novelization.
Up here we go. We know
somebody-
these two.
Read them. Somebody has, if we read the novelizations, I did, but if I remember correctly, it wasn't her baby. I'm pretty sure she's babysitting.
Joe, did you meet these two? I forgot.
Yeah, they were real. Just her, Carmela or whatever her name is.
Camilla McNeil, and I forget the other
Yeah.
guy's name.
They were both
Yeah.
awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, she was a hottie, man.
Very,
She's
very
beautiful.
pretty. Yeah, very pretty.
And just shout out to Matt Arts. Go watch on his
The
Halloween
interview.
Daily News channel. He interviewed her, and she was super nice. And
This,
him too. He interviewed him too.
This to me is the best kill in the movie. This right here. You
He's
literally,
testing his quads. He's testing his
Yeah.
quads there.
you literally
Yeah.
see him and he
Are we
walks
shooting
around. the
Halloween? Oh,
side.
maybe because of the scene. Okay, that makes it.
Like this
He's
is my
working on
favorite
his
kill.
core there, Joe. His core.
His core. I think this is the best kill of the movie.
This woman's been interviewed too. Didn't Matt interview her too? Or maybe somebody else did. Maybe it was. Oh, this one might have been Dave McRae. Because she's from Canada, right? Or maybe not.
Yeah, he had Dave McRae had Marion Singh on.
Oh, is this what this woman's name is? Okay.
Yeah. She acts, but she's more of a stunt. She's a stunt woman.
This is a good scene, though. It always
just
made
lo-
me think of Roadhouse, where freaking Patrick Swayze.
Yeah. I love that he
Minus the
smacks her
knife.
head down the thing. Instead of just stabbing her, he's like, "Shut up." Ryan said, "When we were in the theater, I hollered, 'Kill the little fucker.' The whole theater got silent, and I got some seriously disgusted looks when I walked."
Well,
I could see that.
Ryan, you might think that would be disturbing, but I'm going to tell you what my friend did when I saw Saving Private Ryan. If you know Saving Private Ryan pretty well, he's freaking laughing his ass off at the beginning of the movie. You know, if you've seen the beginning of that movie, it's brutal.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all real. The guy's looking for his limbs and shit, and he's laughing his ass off. I'm like, dude, I'm a fucked up person. I'm like, I'm not laughing at that. That's just. And there's veterans in theater too. I was like, I've never felt so uncomfortable in my life.
Wasn't that the scene in The Naked Gun? Leslie Nielsen and Priscilla Presley, they're sitting in the theater laughing, then they're walking out laughing. It says Platoon.
Yeah, that's right. That's the same scene where they're running on the beach and they clothesline the other couple, right?
Mhm.
Or like in what is it, Seinfeld, when he gets caught in the theater with a girl making out during Schindler's List.
Oh yeah. During Schindler's List.
His parents are like, "You were making out during Schindler's List?" Oh,
Yeah, this girl was this blonde. I wish, she's good. I like her. She's cute.
I wish
I
she
thought
would
she
have
was
survived.
cool. To me, she was like a PJ Souls, like a young PJ Souls. And I'm sure that's how they modeled it.
I forgot what show she was on when she was there promoting at the one convention Jeremy went to. I'll have to look it up.
She just did another movie. I can't think of the name of it because I think I follow her on Instagram. She's beautiful. She just got married.
Hey, while we're at it, while we're in the chat, anybody in the chat room, let us know what we don't have any ideas for Sunday yet. I know we're going to talk about them. We'll have to think of
All
some
right.
ideas for Sunday.
Yeah, back to the grind. We're gonna bring another podcast on this Sunday. Sunday.
I can't wait till Joe shows his stuff. I know he's got his videos, but he'll show it for our show again.
Sure, yeah, we have a little show and tell. You show me yours, I'll show you mine. How about that?
Excuse me while I whip this out.
It was a good holiday weekend. You can't beat getting that Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 5 figure for the price I got too. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got that was a good
right.
deal.
Oh yeah.
Did see that after the fact. Did you pre-order that Halloween magnet?
Joe did. Joe and I were talking. I did not yet, Pat. I
did not
I need
yet
a break.
either.
Yeah,
I probably will. Honestly, I was busy right up to the second we started this.
fucking magnet, that fucking little set or whatever the fuck.
What were they charging for the magnet anyway?
$24.99.
Well, at least it's painted.
Yeah.
We have to remember there's a sports show for Brett coming up. So his second or third passion with those McFarlane figures. Yeah, there's a little bit of a break right now.
Oh,
Need to
man.
slow down.
I was bugging because I was gonna buy the fucking Allison mask and the Scarecrow mask. I'm gonna pre-order them too. I was like, nah, that's too much. That's too much.
Once they announce Andy Matichek and him, I will get those masks and Rohan. Because them to sign both of those would be cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree. I think it's like $30 a piece or something like that.
They're not that expensive because they're probably plastic, right?
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
flat.
So Pat, you had a good time camping, right, buddy?
Oh, I had a great time. It was nice, just unplugging for the weekend. Although, I had some service when we went out. We went out once or twice to pick up a few things and basically just hung out, had fire, barbecued, a couple beers, some tunes. A lot of fun. My old drummer from my old band came up both days and hung out. It was definitely a good time, and the weather held out. So Oscar got you fucked up? Oscar totally has a man crush on him. That's why.
That's probably one of my favorite scenes when we get to that too, in that backyard with Oscar. That's so good with the lights.
Yes, that's a great scene. And this
That
scene
was
here
probably
just
the one scene that freaked the shit out of me seeing it for the first time. I'm like, oh God, what the hell's going to happen here?
this scene reminded me. I always thought it was a callback to the original because they're both. You don't see any lighting that's blue, but they're all lit up in blue, like that blue lighting that you always saw through the whole first movie.
But they were smart with social media here, and what we use our cell phones for. You had to get the cell phone out of our hands somehow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not throw in some nacho cheese dip?
Yeah.
And here's
I always thought it was pudding.
Your face looks like it's dipped in a cheese bowl back in whatever Roddy Piper says, right? To the one lady. You're okay. This one, real fucking ugly.
and here they're focusing way too much on her washing that big ass knife.
I love it.
And the shot of the laundry, I guess you can say that's from the first movie and it's from 6. The little callback. And the damn thing called Tate. There's a shout out to Stefan. It's a callback to H2O.
Can I ask, was he trick or treating before this, or he just dressed up to come hang out with her?
He looked like a goof. He looks like a goofball.
He looks like a goofball. I'd hang out with him because I'm a dumbass too. So I'd hang out with this guy.
Thus, we get the hard eyes pumpkin.
And the poor guy gets the tattoo of this date, thinking he's going to get laid, and he doesn't.
No, she's gonna get excited here though. In a second.
Michael ruins it.
Damn right he does.
Russ, I think he's going to pork her. He may pork her.
Oh,
Dad, I think he's going to pork her. No, Russ, he may pork her.
Hey, fellas, I'll be right back, okay? I'm being summoned. I just be live, but I'll be back.
All right.
Aren't you curious to see the ending, Pat? The alternate ending somewhere down the road?
I am. I'm surprised they haven't released it yet. I guess they're really holding. They're just keeping it in the vault. I thought maybe they would release it if they come out with a. I mean, yeah, they released the trilogy on the DVD thing that you can get like a Walmart, but like a deluxe box set. I could see them doing that.
This kid was funny as hell.
He was funny.
Don't go up there. You're going to get your ass killed. Dave.
No, send Dave.
Send Dave, yeah.
Send Dave first. I like that.
She's wearing a black bra with a white shirt.
Look at you with the X-ray specs.
Yeah, stupid things I remember. I'm a guy, for crying out loud.
I know. Oh.
I'm a guy. I'm sorry.
Wife's not making her way down tonight, huh?
If there is not one guy in this chat room, or even you, Pat, or Joe, that didn't think of that too.
Oh, yeah, I just didn't say that loud, which is surprising because usually I do say stupid stuff out loud.
You know, I thought Lisa might, but the kids now are going to be up a little bit later until we figure out their camps and stuff.
That's right. Yeah, because they're out of school.
Who were we talking to? Because God, my daughter really wants to watch them, and there's just no way it's going to happen anytime soon.
Oh, what, the Halloween movies?
Can't watch them that early.
I'm trying to think when I showed them to my kids.
Let me maybe do it in junior high, late junior high.
I think it was. I think they were around maybe in 8th.
They've seen parts of the original.
7th or 8th grade, maybe 7th or 8th grade, I think. Was around the, and they were never really. I mean, yeah, they saw the shit and they were like, "Oh, I want to see it," but they were never like. My daughter more so than Terrence.
You know what?
Because she loves horror movies more.
This is where I will say I was wrong at doing it, but I just showed the split scene of with my son, him going through the grinder, just so it would make him feel better. I did show him that.
Did you?
Just show him. Look, she pushes him through the grinder. It's like, is that him? I'm like, yep. I'm not showing you how it led up to that. It's like, but you showed me that. I'm like, yeah, I know I showed you that. It makes you feel better, though. They won't come down to the basement and grab something, or at least my son won't. So.
Oh, they won't come downstairs unless somebody's downstairs?
Because sometimes they leave the Nintendo Switch down here or their Chromebooks. Yeah. My son's just like, Dad, I can't with that stuff down there. I'm like, what? But this is what's messed up, though. I will tell you this. When I fall asleep down here, and if I don't go upstairs, when they wake up in the morning, they come down here. They come down here in the dark and wake me up.
Only because they know you're there, so they feel safe. Now, this was the great scene, but they just didn't need to put it in the friggin' trailer. There was no reason to put it in the trailer. I understand they want to build suspense. They were trying to attract people that aren't Halloween fans because they know we're going no matter what. So I get why they did it, but it just kind of sucks that they spoiled it.
I wonder if we lost our audience and we haven't had anybody's comments in a while. That or they're in tune and watching this.
Everybody's either watching it or everybody's just like, yeah, I've had enough of the three-headed monster.
I'm like, sorry I brought up Saving Private Ryan. It was just that comment, Ryan. It should be. Oh, she got it. You don't see his death. I wonder if they shot that. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was just probably that what do you call it? Off-screen kill. It's cool. And they show somewhere, I remember, who was it? Chris Nelson posted a picture of the fake head that he had for it.
Did we talk about what your favorite H3 mask is? Mine's the skeleton. I don't know what yours was.
Maybe a skeleton.
Yeah.
Probably
that's the one they put on Atkins. And
yeah. That's what I have to say. So here's the question. We're starting the H3 book club tomorrow night. Did you do your homework?
Started. Not done, though. Not done at all.
It's not that long. The prologue and the first 4 chapters go by pretty quick. The Halloween 2 chapters was really long.
Oh, shit.
They were really long. But if you get through the first couple of chapters, there's a lot of differences from the book to the movie.
No kidding. Huh.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. Just things are just, you'll see some cool different changes and things that are in the movie that aren't in the book, and things that are in the book that aren't in the movie. So it's going to be a fun,
It'll be fun.
fun book club. So for those who are interested in those Halloween 3 fans out there, we'll be starting a book club tomorrow night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central.
How about you love your music guy? Seeing Tina Turner unfortunately pass. I know she was in her 80s. That was a bummer, huh?
Yeah, as these people die, man, it just makes me feel older and older, because these are people that were just always there, and now they're starting to die off. I mean, granted, she'd been in poor health for a while. She got inducted into the Rock Hall of Fame, and she didn't even go because she's been in poor health. And she lived.
I saw her one of her last tours in
Switzerland or something like that.
10 years ago.
Yeah, she lived over in Europe somewhere, and she had a stroke a couple of years back, and she just wasn't in the greatest of health. But it just, I'm telling you, just the other day, we're sitting listening to music camping, and every time Eddie Van Halen comes on, man, it still kills me. I'm like, I cannot believe Eddie Van Halen's gone.
Wow.
Makes you just freaking really feel old.
We had to look up her last major tour was the one that we went with Lisa's parents with, and she came out with that full Mad Max outfit that she wore in the movie, and I freaking
Did she?
it. I thought it was so freaking cool. She came out to that outfit because that movie was, God, that movie did not do well at the box office. Back to the Future was killing everything that year at the box office.
Yeah,
but obviously it still has a following though. So
I love the pumpkin and the fish tank.
here's our Nick Castle shot, right?
there.
It's
That's
right
him.
when it shoots up close, right?
Yep. I wish we got an homage to the nearest Karen. Oh God, could you imagine?
Is it just weird that they just asked Nick Castle to just do that standing right there? I guess.
Okay, let's be perverted. So if they did go to the Haddonfield Memorial in Halloween Kills, and they were going to redo the show an homage to Nurse Karen, who would you want us to play? Whose tits did you want to see?
Fantasy recast of that. Whoa.
You know what?
Cubs win again. Okay.
I'm going to go back to my book, because I should have it in my book. Remember when we did our fantasy recasting of the old during the old podcast?
You already have it, don't you, Pat?
Let me see.
Bitch.
You son of a bitch! You. I don't remember who I picked. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I save all my notes, so it comes in handy in this book.
Joe, who would you have recast as Nurse Karen here? I got to think about this.
Oh shit. A prime. Ooh. A prime Jessica Biel.
Wow.
Because we never got to see him in Texas Chainsaw.
You know what though?
Do Jennifer Love Hewitt for that matter too.
You know what? I forgot. When we did this, we were trying to do. I was thinking people like somewhere in the time frame of it. So you pick. It was a young Adrienne Barbeau.
Oh yeah.
Like Swamp Thing, Adrienne Barbeau.
Wow. How about a Kate Beckinsale?
Oh, Jennifer Love Hewitt, forget it. I probably would have had a heart attack.
The girl who played Topanga.
Oh yeah.
How about a Gal Gadot?
She's got a nice body, but she doesn't have any,
What the hell was her name? The Topanga girl. What the hell is her real name? I'm forgetting her name now.
Something Fisher, Danielle Fisher. Or something?
Danielle Fischel. That's it.
Yeah.
Who else we got?
Nice job. Yeah, you don't sound like a perv.
That mustache is just bonkers.
And has he been in any other like mainstream films? I mean, I know he's a Turkish actor.
If you look at his IMDb, he's been in stuff, but
He's been in a lot of stuff, but it's mostly like foreign films.
I know everything.
I love when she says that. You're the new Loomis.
You're the
When he
new
talks,
Loomis.
he smiles at that smirk when he's talking, even after all this crap that's happened. Did you know he was the officer that represented this?
Giving,
do
some,
that.
they're giving some credence to some new characters. I love it. Love it. You know, they did the same thing with Lonnie Elam. He was face to face. You know, when he fell down that night, like, you know how they introduced new characters? I hate that shit. So corny. He came face to face with evil.
I need to think of another actor.
I would have brought Nurse Deb in Halloween Kills. That's how I do it on Mosh Halloween 2. Why am I drawing about who was Nurse Deb? I have to go back and because I admittedly usually fast forward through the hospital scene in Kills. Who is Nurse Deb? I have to go back. Let me know who she is. If she's hot, I'll be like, yeah, sure.
Hey, you
There
can't
they go.
fault this guy for shooting a
Just pass
shot.
by in the background.
Yeah, you can't fault him for shooting a shot.
Oh, what? Giving it a shot?
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
Oh,
Dog you.
There's the deleted scene where he's picking his nose. Remember that? This guy.
Yeah, what was that all like? Is that in the script or was that just a joke? It's like, why is this guy picking his nose in the car?
It was so weird. It didn't.
Yeah.
Fit.
Doctor,
that's why I
could you not
deleted
pick
it,
your nose
right?
in my car?
Does he have like black eyeliner around his face?
Fuck. I'm still trying to think of who would be a great actress to other ones. They got to be gifted. If you catch my drift.
What's her name from Tool Time? Not Pamela
Not
Anderson.
Pam, the other girl. Yeah.
The other one.
She was good to go.
Yeah. Can't remember her name. She had Shannon Elizabeth.
Shannon Elizabeth?
Oh, yeah. Hey, okay. Oh, I didn't realize that Cheryl Lee was at that show too, Joe, in Texas Frightmare.
Yeah.
Laura Palmer from Twin Peaks, man.
Yeah, they had a whole Twin Peaks thing about it.
Oh, that's
Her
cool.
and was it Ray Wise or whatever?
Ray Wise.
Yeah, they were there. That whole panel and everything.
There's Chris Nelson behind.
There's Chris Nelson.
Is.
There he is.
He doesn't like peanuts in his beer. Sorry.
Yeah, apparently not. And the other guy was a real cop too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I watched. Oh, guys, I watched the. If you guys had Peacock, I watched that horror movie with Steven Dorff and Emil Kirsch or whatever that guy's name is. Did you guys
You were
see
peacocking?
Yeah.
Oh God, this guy's got to leave me alone. I bought one of those bricks from Mighty Mix Gym from that guy in Philadelphia. I forgot.
Oh, did
tell
you?
guys. Yeah, the guy's messaging me now since they tore them all down.
So they're just selling like the Silver Shamrock Factory. They're selling the bricks too.
So are they? Is somebody selling those?
You can still get those bricks.
Wow.
Yeah, there was somebody. I've seen a couple people selling those bricks.
Gonna start seeing him behind here.
Yeah.
Is he already back there yet? I don't think
I'm
he is
trying to
yet.
see. Got him all chubbed out. Let's see. Just because of the finger. There he is.
There he is. He just walked in the frame.
Yep.
There he is.
God bless HD.
So, well, anybody's still watching, or if we didn't chase anybody away, we're at what, 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 46 seconds?
Damn, you seem so good there.
He still has some shiners with him. I like that.
So I got to tell you what this movie was about, but it's if you still a Peacock, it was called The Price We Paid. Did you guys see anything about this movie?
No.
After a pawn shop robbery goes askew, two criminals take refuge at a remote farmhouse to try to let the heat die down, but something is much more menacing at the farmhouse.
Hmm.
There's some crazy stuff that's going on at this farmhouse. And
It's on Peacock.
one of the killers in the farmhouse is Vernon Wells. I think we all know who Vernon Wells is.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. I don't have Peacock anymore, but it's cheap. I should just pick it up to watch the movie.
Yeah, the female lead is on a whole bunch of TV shows, but she's a very attractive Indian woman, Gigi Zambada. But hey, I'd take her as a nurse.
She can take your temperature.
Such a great scene here we were talking about here.
Run, motherfucker.
And it's such great when he gets killed and he just his face gets impaled.
Yeah, we don't see his face get impaled though, right?
No.
They just show it after the fact. That was the problem I think a lot of people had with Kills 2 is that the mom finds his dead body, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like that was another thing that's part of the hospital scene that I'm not a fan of. It's like, seriously? I mean, have you ever been to a hospital where the morgue has windows so you can look into it?
Yeah, it's a little strange.
This
Only
is the best
Michael,
reveal.
Only if they showed Michael jumping over that fence, that would have been awesome. No, not
That-
really.
That's the
But then the mother's in she's one of the in the beginning it ends. She hung
She hung herself, right? Killed herself?
Yeah.
that sound is just so good. Yeah,
Extreme.
man. Fucking the hair on the back of your neck stands up.
Yeah. And the way they mix it sounds so good. It's basically it's simply a guitar with a bow.
So good.
Using a bow.
You know, a lot of people would like to say, man, wouldn't life be different if COVID didn't happen? Man, would the Halloween series be different if COVID didn't happen?
Yeah, I know. Fucking COVID ruined everything, including the Halloween movies.
Yeah, God, the second and third movie of this trilogy just aren't anywhere near this movie, though.
Nope.
Nowhere near it.
Best part of the next two movies is the flashback.
But I think we've all said it. I've said it, I know, and I think you guys have agreed. I tell you, after Ends came out, Kills is a better movie still to me. I don't know. Kills I like so much more now after Ends.
Yeah, Kills is good, except for that hospital bullshit. I love it. At least we got Michael in the movie.
Dude, if you just want to have a fun killing movie, that's like the movie to go with, man. It's just,
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I keep remembering that guy's from fucking Seinfeld. He's the Wiz. You remember?
my fucking bat is bent. That's not cool.
Allison's dad, he was the Wiz.
The Wiz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What'd you bend? Did you bend your bat?
Yeah, I think it's bent a little bit. Bring this to freaking H45, I'll look even more like an idiot than I do now.
And well, I'll be right next to you.
Dude, there's no doubt there's gonna. Yeah, I might as well just have like a secondary bag for a cooler, so I don't have to go back to the room every time.
yeah, people are doing that. Just
Yeah,
take a cooler with you. Fuck it.
dude, that's what's great about the Cubs convention. People would take like the big containers that all the baseballs come in and just make that a cooler. They put beer and shit in it. And then it's like their little bench that they sit in or sit on.
You just get like one of those backpacks, like the camping backpacks, where you would have water and you have the little water, like the straw, just filled with beer.
We use those for hiking. Yep.
Fucking Camelback. Fuck it.
Gonna get some music here. I did have to pay for a checked bag, but that's fine. It's only $15 or whatever for American
Check
Airlines.
bag for what?
I'm checking a second bag.
Oh, for H45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna have to. Well, it's gonna. It's the same thing here. I'm going to have another one. So it's going to be 3 bags. My wife, mine, then another bag. She's like, seriously, you're going to need? I said, I'm going to need it. I know I am.
God, Michael handled that so easily too.
Took it like a champ. Fell like a stone. Stefan's back.
Michael just got hit by the car.
He just got hit by the car, and Dr. Sartain's just about to stab Patton in the neck.
With the, whatever, the 3 seashells pen. Or no, sorry, that's the wrong movie.
3 seashells.
Oh, God.
We're at 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 56 seconds.
Good old Demolition Man. I got stuck. I got confused with.
You really licked his ass.
He doesn't know about the 3 seashells.
That's kicked his ass. Thank you so much. I want to take you out tonight. I want to take you to Taco Bell.
Man, a lot of people, that peanut butter thing on the penis thing, really, you know what? I guess just maybe because his daughter's standing right there, I guess it's kind of a little weird to him saying
it's a little
that.
inappropriate, yeah.
It never really caught ground with me.
Now we're at Sartain is rubbing Michael's head after he just stabbed what do you call it? Hawkins. He's about to put the mask on, which
Make
really
room for my patient, right? Is that what he's gonna say?
Yeah. Which really ruined it. Yep, he just put the mask on.
He didn't have to put the mask on. It just come on.
He didn't have to. That
It's like he's got this sick sense of humor. It's like, okay.
This scene reminded me of Spring 2 when they were trapped in the back of the cop car.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, Joe.
Yeah, right. Well, I remember when we were in the theater watching this in 2018. I remember when he stands up with the mask on, and there was like a guy 2 seats back from me, like, the fuck? I just started laughing.
Like, this was kind of fucking creepy to me. Like, the fact that he put Michael back there.
Next to her.
Yeah, that was fucking creepy.
But she's got the best response, though, when he's conscious with the mask back on. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And when he's got the mask on and she turns, that's like one of the best lit shots in this movie of the mask.
Yes. And he doesn't even fucking touch her.
He doesn't touch her. He's like, I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna fuck him up.
Now, if I had nothing to lose and I was playing Michael Myers in that scene, I would have just said, where? Right here or in the back?
Yeah. Look, so he's sitting up and he puts the bitch back on. That's fucked up.
And this was like all improvised, wasn't it? The scene with the cops?
Yeah.
From what Chris Nelson said.
Chris has slimmed down a little bit since this, too. I could tell a little bit in the face.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, he was the groom in Kill Bill.
Yep.
Love that.
Just people have to go look at his filmography if they just know about the Halloween stuff. Look at all of the shit this guy's been a part of. He's been a part of a lot. Just look up his filmography. It's unreal.
And he's fucking old with shit.
Wouldn't be the first time Steven Fearden did stupid shit.
Well, and he handles the makeup for the blue-faced bald girl. What's her name? In the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. That's his makeup.
Yeah, man.
The whole cop thing, and there's your other homage to what movie? Halloween 5 with the dopey cops.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Now, how does she get out here again? The door's automatically unlocked?
I don't know. I think when Michael kicked through the cage or some shit.
He kicked through the cage. Then he kicked the door out, and then I guess I don't know. I forget.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she climbs out. That's right. As he's getting Zartane.
This is the scene right here, which he sees Michael.
You can hear him breathing through the mask.
That's such a great scene.
Oh,
Oh,
It's like, oh fuck! Like the fuck! Like the guy in the theater.
yeah, he just cared about killing him first. So
Yep.
fuck you, motherfucker.
So he's pulled. I never I had to think about this. Let's say. So he pulls Sartain out of the front. Does she go out the door that he got out?
yes, she does.
Yes. Yep. There you go. That's how. Never thought to even consider that. He's just like, I'll get to you.
I'll see you in a little bit.
I'll get yeah. Oh yeah, the cops in part 5. Does that look like a life-threatening situation to you? Nah.
You know what? I wonder whose idea was to have the jack-o'-lantern head hollowed out. Must have been Chris's idea. Because that's so cool.
Gary Busey and Under Siege. Do I look like I need a psychological evaluation? Not at all. Dressed up like a woman. What's he tell? He calls him a fucking burnout, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he was going to say fucking burnout. And he did squash his head. And I guess there's your other homage to Jeff Daniel Phillips in H2, Rob Zombie's H2.
Smashing the head, right?
Smashing of the head.
So she's got all these mannequins for target practice, right? I assume, right?
Gosh.
What was that?
She has all those mannequins for target practice, you would assume?
Yeah. Well, she has no friends, so she just keeps them around, and it's her company. Like in The Lonely Guy. Did you ever see The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin? And they go,
Yeah.
they have a party. It was him and Charles Grodin, and it's all cardboard cutouts of people.
Excuse me.
Is this? After dealing with Cameron, Oscar, and Corey Cunningham, I don't know what Allison is going to do after leaving Haddonfield. Well, that's it. You know, a lot of people are saying, let's see what her story is.
Let's find out, shall we?
That would be okay for like a anthology series, like on Shudder. That'd be fun. That'd be fun to watch.
This is my favorite scene of the movie, though, when Ray gets it, though, with the music and this. I just like because he hears Laurie talk and he turns his head. So cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hear from Allison? Did you bring my peanut butter?
That's a cool shot of the jack-o'-lantern lit up.
Yep. Now, Pat, we have those unofficially unlicensed mouse pads with him with the bells.
Yeah. And Michael's like, I'll put peanut butter on your fucking penis. What do you think?
Done, son.
He's like, oh, I know that voice.
Is that the bitch from 40 years ago?
That bitch still around? It's that bitch that took out my eye.
Yeah, it's like in 78. Was he killing everybody in plain sight? I guess he was. Like he had to get his mechanic suit. Here, he's killing everybody in sight, pretty much.
Mhm.
It's like revenge kills. And then what I forgot she was in the other day too. I think it was on one of the channels on Pluto. Jawbreaker.
Oh yeah, with
Judy Greer was in it.
Oh, Judy
Yeah.
Greer was with
Rose McGowan.
Rose McGowan.
Rose
Yeah.
McGowan.
Now, this was the only scene where Chris Nelson played Michael right here.
That's Chris Nelson.
This is another scene they gave away, like in scenes before the movie came out.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, damn. Some people could say this is kind of a fault, him losing his fingers here for the rest of the series, right? For the rest of the movies.
Yeah, people were shocked. Like, oh, dude, you took his fingers.
She'd be permanently deaf if this happened.
It's just, I want my eye back, you bitch. I'll take your eye. What was the reason why he played him? Maybe because of the prosthetic?
You know what's funny? That was only on the last thing with two heads that was brought up.
Yeah, because Sean said, like, you should be up there with all the other Michael Myers because you played him during that
The
scene.
door. Yeah. I was surprised too. I had never heard that before, Stefan, until that came up.
That's what I'm thinking of. Maybe because of this prosthetic. Maybe because he had with the hand. Sort of like, why Tommy Lee Wallace hit the closet scene, because he's like, well, 'cause I know how I'm going to break everything and do everything, so I might as well just do it.
Yeah, probably perfect comparison right there, dude.
Yeah. Why not?
This is my favorite Lori. Like she's prepared, but she's still scared for her life. Like that's my favorite Lori.
Did he wrap up his fingers already there? It was like, did he find something outside? He's like, oh, here's some weeds. Let me use this.
This is where she blew it. I mean, he probably thought
Where
she
he
was
was at,
downstairs.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
why would you shoot to the floor? Now he knows you're down there.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people really acknowledge that, but that's true. It's just like, okay.
And everybody was thinking, like, how did he get out? Because you clearly see light coming through a window. So we just assumed he went out that window.
Yeah, she got a bitch face in this movie, doesn't she?
Who?
Jamie Lee Curtis. She does in this movie. Now, if I'm correct, they finally tore this house down, right?
This house is gone.
I don't think you could visit anymore. You could for the year or two after for a while.
Yeah. Now the house has been torn down. I don't understand why they tore it down, because I thought they used it for other movies.
I think the owners were cool with it for a while, but then it just got kind of crazy, right?
I don't know the full reason why.
Excuse me.
Michael should look for some food. I mean, seriously, at some point, man, he's got to be hungry. Well, he didn't need a dog, so. Well, I guess. Well, no, he couldn't have, because he hung.
That was our last feature last week.
Yeah. Where Michael ate a dog for the second time. Probably like, shit, Lori doesn't have a dog. What the hell am I going to eat? And this, as everybody knows, the bedroom scene was all built because they were going to reshoot the ending of the original movie. Remember?
No, the house they burned down wasn't that actual house, Stefan. It was another house that they burned down. It wasn't that exact house. Sean had brought that up. The house that they did burn down, he still found some remnants of the other house.
I think so. Yeah, because when she gets up, when you see her up in the bedroom, that bedroom was supposed to be a replica of the Doyle house bedroom, because they were going to originally reshoot the ending of Halloween.
Kills and ends. There's 2-year gap, right? If I'm correct.
2018, and there was 20.
In
Yeah,
storyline.
21.
In storyline, it's 2 years.
Oh, in
right?
storyline? In Kills? It's the same
Between
night.
kills and ends.
Oh, Kills and Ends. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it 2 years? Yeah, I guess it's 2 years.
I got you, Steph. Sorry, I'm thinking about a few. I figured it was 2 years, right?
I guess it makes sense because 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because remember the whole stuff with Corey, right?
Yeah. As well as shit that happened with him. Who was the better boyfriend for Allison, Cameron or Corey? Well, probably Corey till he went off the deep end.
I'm going to tell you, Rohan Campbell's going to be at age 45. He's going to get people. He's going to. He's just.
Oh, he's so going to. Yeah, I mean, of course they are. There's people that are just completists that are just going to get it because they collect all the signatures from the movies. Plus, he's been in a bunch of other things.
Are you making fun of me, Pat? You making fun of me?
Oh.
You're going to do it. You know you're going to do it.
Joe, did you get that too? Right?
I did.
No, I'm not with completists. I'm not knocking it. I'm a completist when it comes to the first two movies, but all the other ones, this is too much. That's why I made that decision years ago. It's just entirely too much. Can't do it.
It's a good
I have
scene.
the room.
This scene got me a little sober after seeing it.
Yeah, I fucking hate those mannequins.
I told you what happened with the screening, right, Pat? I thought I told you. Like when I flew in and then I was drinking with, we went to Stone Brewery and then we all went back to our hotel rooms and I text Lisa and I'm like, you got to wake me up so I make sure I get to this advanced screening because I was fucked up. I was hurting so bad. Oh, God, my head was ringing.
Sound like a good time to me.
Oh, dude, it was worth it. But like, I'm like, Lisa, if I miss this fucking screening, that's gonna fucking suck.
See, like with this room being modeled after the Doyle room, I would have loved if they would have shot the ending, reshot it, just for the hell of it, just to see it as a deleted scene, just to see how it would have played out.
How about that, Pat? You bring up a point somewhat there. Imagine if she was living in the Doyle house.
Yeah.
The Doyle family moved, or they went their own ways, and she's living in their house. Then she could reimagine her closet scenes and shit. Yeah, from a distance, you're going to see where he's at here behind the one. Yep.
Yep.
It's very effective.
This motherfucker comes flying out. God damn.
There comes the Rambo knife. Oh, she got him in the eye.
Right in the belly.
Oh, he stabbed her right there, didn't he?
That's when he stabbed her. Yep.
She's playing dirty.
No, yeah, she's biting. See, how do you like it, bitch? Getting thrown off a balcony, huh? How do you like it?
I'm going to give you to the count of 10. Oh, what the hell is Lisa texting me for?
Uh-oh. Oh, and she's gone. I've seen that before.
I love when he goes back to Lowe's and
it's like, what the fuck? That's my trick. You're not supposed to do that.
the music makes it funny.
Copycat.
The oldest one's coming down. Say goodnight. Anyways.
Oh, excuse me. Who would you guys hook Allison up with after dealing with Cameron, Corey, and Oscar trying to
want
hit
it off
on
there?
her?
Okay. Hold on here. Okay. Come here. Don't worry, he's not doing anything, okay? Do you want to say goodnight to Patty?
Good night.
Okay.
Night, bud.
That's good old Taylor. There she goes. Bye-bye. Good night.
Trying to think, what other guys were around? Who could we hook her up with after dealing with Cameron, Corey, and Oscar? It's a thinker. Trying to think of what other guys were around because they all got killed.
Byron, that's a different one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Cause like there was really wasn't anybody left
Yeah,
because she wouldn't go back to the cop in ends because he gets killed. The Delaney, not the Delaney's. The Mulaney's, not Delaney's. Mulaney's. And she was working with the girls. There was no guys. I don't know. I have to think about it. You really don't see any other guys.
Your gun's been waiting for you.
It's there. Use
As
it.
Judge Smale says, right? Well, we're waiting.
Well, we're waiting. Oh, Billy Baru. Oh, Billy,
So that's
Billy,
comedy.
Billy.
Either
This
that
is a big
or,
one.
That or what? Clue we were saying, right? Or was there other
Yeah.
ones? Oh, Spaceballs. I know Joe wanted Spaceballs too,
Oh,
right?
Spaceballs. Gotta do Spaceballs.
The okie dokie that Karen pulls on him. I'm scared. I can't do it.
Do we ever see the Mackenzies? No, we don't. Unless maybe the Mackenzies or the house that she ran to just earlier in the movie, but it's not really said. In my opinion, I think you, Pat, would be a better choice than Cam. I got treated like a princess.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just get a look at my collection. Should be turned on.
Now, where the hell was Lori? Did she come through a back door? Wrought iron skillet, right?
What's the matter, Colonel Standish? Chicken?
You yellow?
This is now. Well, what is now? But that was then.
God, he drags her down pretty far, it looked like there.
Yeah.
Just shoot him in the fucking face, Serhan.
There's that knife. Get the knife.
Is she hesitating? Just do it. Like the Nike swoosh. Just do it.
Nice kick to the face.
Damn.
Dude, those freaking blades come out fast, though. Like,
Yeah.
fuck. Imagine if he was walking through those. He'd be fucked. Ow.
That's the first thing I remember watching them with Terrence. He's like, Terrence is like, they really should have had him at that moment, and then they could have impaled him and just held him there.
That would have been it. Like, it's just like, how do you go further with that?
Well, this probably would have been the last one if it didn't do as well as it did.
Yeah. And they could have, too. This could have
They
been
could
fine.
have.
Instead, he hangs out with the fucking guns in the one storage case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got his eyes like, thanks for leaving me down here.
He's like a sad puppy dog.
He's just like looking like, you son of a bitch.
Don't worry, the next movie's just all utter chaos.
They show the little model of the Myers house going up.
Da-da.
I have high standards that go for Allison, but I'm the
We never see this truck drive or anything further.
no. Or should have impaled him, and then she tilted her head too. Yeah. Well, there was so much speculation about who the driver was. Everyone's like, "Oh God, who's the driver? Who picked him up?"
Yeah, Stefan, Kills was a big letdown, but like after seeing Ends, then I appreciated it a little bit more. But it's still, yeah, there's a lot of things with it. There's no doubt, but. This movie was just done very well to where it's like, God, the next two were just like, whoa, big direction change.
And that is Halloween 2018. And of course, everybody waited to see if there was a little thing at the end of this, and you hear him breathe.
Yep. Some people could say that the other movies were rushed too. Like Kills makes you feel like it's rushed, but I think it's just what they were trying to do. It's just utter chaos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, this was what, an hour and 45 minutes? It's no slouch for a horror movie.
It's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, there was so many speculations about who was driving that truck. Everybody was saying with Tommy Doyle. Some people were saying it was Brackett. Like, oh, maybe it's Brackett. It's like, it could have been anybody from the first movie, and it just turned out it wasn't anybody.
Yeah, everybody has their own opinions on these. There's no doubt about it. I think we're in the same page to where we try to find things that we like no matter what. We try to look at the positives on stuff, even though, yep, there's a lot of negatives with some of this stuff. But
yeah, with the three movies, the negatives outweigh the positives, unfortunately.
Joe, you're hurting. I can tell you're hurting. Are you okay down there? I got nervous.
No, the medicine's kicking my butt.
Oh, your medicine. Okay. The thing is like, is my beer bat drink so much? I'm just like,
my dosage went up recently. So it's like really like kicking my butt.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that. That's crazy. Jesus.
Oh yeah. So
that was people threw around like oh, was it Reverend Jackson P. Sayers driving the truck?
Oh, you're a pilgrim, all right.
You're hunting it, ain't you?
You're hunting it.
You know, people can hate this trilogy too. Let me tell you, after the Rob Zombie movies, though, this was a good change. I not gonna lie. I
love this movie. So it's up to me.
There he is. Tom Jones Jr. was a construction coordinator. I wonder if that's the same one. Maybe not.
Prop makers, Jeffrey Kramer? No, that's not. It's got to be a different Jeffrey Kramer.
That guy. I don't care what your fee was.
I don't care what your fee was.
That's every time I'm thinking Jeffrey Kramer wants his money for being the dentist.
That would have played out pretty funny too. If it was,
just the Loomis. You could just hear the Loomis tone for certain aspects of like the dialogue, right?
Zombies take it.
Oh no,
audience. I don't mind it. After Resurrection, Resurrection. Ugh.
Stefan, you were on with us last week. God, after watching Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I realized I liked it more than I thought last week. Last week, for some reason, it really caught on. I don't know. We talked about it, guys, right? Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. I'm like, there's certain aspects I didn't mind. Yeah, I got to check out that interview, though, that he did with Bobby's World guy, or, whatever, the briefcase guy, Howie Mandel.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to check it out, too.
Yeah, the 2018 shirt, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it, too. Thanks. These are just the affordable one from Walmart. I was telling Brett earlier, I did get the new one that was FYE, but I forgot it's still in a bag. And I forgot to put it on.
Scream Princess. Wow, Byron, that's an interesting question. Like, wouldn't Allison be a Scream Princess, right?
Scream Princess in the horror genre for the current generation.
Like a Julie Ortega?
Like Jenna Ortega. Yeah.
Jenna, not Julie. Jenna, yeah. I can't count my girl from Terrifier 2 because she's a scream queen, really. What's her name? Lori.
Princess, because she's younger, I guess, right?
I guess Jenna would be the only one for now.
Yeah, because I think they have what other younger ones?
Hey Joe, have you seen your buddy with the cigars? I think I might have to order some more. I'm getting
Is the
it.
break-
Yeah, I see him at work. I can, I can ask him.
No, yeah, I still have the website saved. So.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. There should be some deals or whatever. I can talk to him. Get y'all hooked up.
I don't know. The first night I had the ones when Pat and I were talking, like I forgot which one I had, but it was really good. I wrote it down. I saved the ring.
Yeah, I think they're working on some new flavors or something like that. But yeah, that should be on the website. They're like fucking Kingpin.
What were we talking about? Just like the thing. I forget.
Scream Princesses, though.
Yeah,
There's
Scream
probably a lot
Princesses.
more, and we're not thinking of them.
In the horror genre, well, it would have been easy, but then he was saying like now for this generation that obviously Jenna Ortega, but if he just said the Scream Princesses in general, and Harris fits into it because of 4 and 5. Heather O'Rourke from Poltergeist.
Yeah, and I can't count the girl from Kevin Bacon, Keira Sedgwick's daughter from the one movie. She would be more of a scream queen, but she's not.
She's older.
She's older.
Well, you could even say, help me out.
The group like Megan.
Drew Barrymore when she was younger.
We talked, Steph. We had an episode not too long ago about the Scream Kings. We kind of did that, right, guys? We did that.
Yeah, we did the Scream
Tommy
Kings.
Jarvis and
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, from Freddy 2. What's his name?
Oh, Patton.
Yeah,
Mark Patton.
Mark Patton. All that shit.
Yeah, Allison definitely. I mean, she's a little bit older now, but definitely she's still young.
And,
I guess now she can call her queen.
They had all those Terrifier people there, but Lauren Lavero wasn't there, huh?
No, it was only the two. It was only Damien and David.
Oh, so the writer, director, and the actor. Okay.
Yeah, in Houston, they're gonna have Lauren and the little brother.
Oh, okay.
But then they're not gonna have Damien, so they kind of split them up. But whatever.
Did
that
you see that
the
poster
longest
I picked up with her? I picked up the one poster. I was like, oh yeah, I'll get this one signed.
Oh yeah, I can't. We got tickets to go to the Houston horror film festival in August. So,
Stefan, take it easy, champ.
And you're not the first to say that. I've seen people say that before because.
But he's battling some sickness too, though. So yeah,
for sure,
that's true. That was our guy who directed that second Nightmare on Elm Street. That's the guy who did The Hidden, right, Pat?
Mm-hmm.
That I like a lot. What the hell's the guy's name? He was here signing at the horror store in Chicago. Jack Slater, right? Or is that his name? Jack. I
have to Google it. I'd know it as soon as I heard it.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing up. I forgot. Brady sent me some photos earlier.
Oh yeah, dude.
So we were so engrossed.
Jack Schultz is his name.
Jack Schultz. Yep, Stefan had it there too. Cat's Eye was great with Drew Barrymore. I loved it.
Jack.
So Brett sent these.
Yeah, the Trick or Treat Studios, the Tots figure. I got signed. Flashback? 2 years ago? I got it signed by James G. Courtney, Nick Castle, and Chris Nelson, since they all played them. All signed in nice orange right there.
I did get this figure because I like it. They did a real nice job with this figure.
They did a great job with that one. And then that's my one sheet. That was signed during the VIP line at 2018. So that's got David Gordon Green on there and a couple of other people on there.
I could see James Jude Courtney. I can see Chris Nelson, Nick Castle.
Yeah, where's David Gordon Green's? I can't remember where he's at. It's probably that D one right there. that like the stuntman or the guy that played the bald mechanic with his smashed face, his signature got all smeared on there. I was like,
Oh, is
damn
that what that is?
Yeah.
It says
Rianne
bold.
Rees. I can see Rianne Rees.
Yeah, James Hugh Courtney up top, Chris Nelson to the right there, the bald man, and then Nick Castle and the one reporter. Ryan Turk's in there too. Turek, the producer.
Badass.
Very cool.
Yeah, good stuff, guys. David Gordon Green, yeah, he's like 4'7" or something. He's a short dude.
Is he?
I was like, shit, I thought I was short. I didn't see it.
That's awesome.
But dude, man, the guy knows how to do comedy though too. So I hope this Exorcist thing turns into something. I hope it's not as dreadful as people are making it out to be for
Yeah,
his
everybody's
sake.
really saying it's pretty bad. But you know what? I would have been shocked if people said it was great, because people, unfortunately, when you take on something like that, just look for the negative. Like, oh, it's the worst thing ever. It's like, well, maybe it's not that bad, and you're just. I'm hoping it's not that bad.
For real. I agree.
So I'm still going to say it.
I hope it's awesome.
Take my money. I'm going to go watch it because I'm interested. Could it be worse than The Heretic? I don't know. Because that was, as Joe would say, that was straight ass cheeks.
Straight booty hole cheeks.
Straight up ass cheeks.
So that was
This was fun, guys.
This is great, guys. So shameless stuff going on for the channel. We just did this. Our top 5 board games is up. That was a lot of fun. Go check it out. If you're into board games, and actually just watch the whole actually go back and watch the whole episode with Anthony Massey if you want to see the Halloween 2 board game. That's awesome.
Okay, great episode.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, we will be back. Tomorrow night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central for the Halloween 3 movie book club. So we'll be doing the beginning, the prologue, and 1 through 4.
The book club.
The book club. So that's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow night. Friday, I'll drop that 70s movie review. I'm starting The Warriors this Friday.
Come out and play, yay!
Favorite movies of all time.
Hell yeah.
So this was a lot of fun. So that's probably going to be up on the channel on Friday. And go check out Moody's Mind. If you guys are interested in checking out the Texas Frightmare, the links are in the description of this video. Go check out Joe's channel. He was given some updates for all 3 days from Texas Frightmare. Go check out some cool shit.
We'll do another recap during the episode. I'll just show a couple more, or I'll send you some photos of some good stuff.
Yeah, we want to hear all about it. So we'll be talking about that for the podcast on Sunday. We'll be back to our normal time. Be a lot of fun. And that is what is going on. Strip Monopoly, big fan. I'm all for it. Texas Frightmare Massacre. Yeah, so Joe got some great stuff this Sunday. We're going to see all that cool stuff. Well, he showed some of it on the recaps on his channel. So everybody go check it out. It was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Cool. So I guess we'll see everybody tomorrow night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central for the book club. And then we'll see everybody. If people don't want to watch the book club, we'll see you guys on Sunday.
Yes.
Can't wait.
All right, guys. Thanks, everybody. Was hanging out in the chat. Like, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. Press the buttons. We're trying to get to 450. Let's see if we can hit the 450. It's weird. Something's up with YouTube because people complain about it. Like you'll gain a bunch, then you lose a bunch, then they'll come back, and it's something going on with YouTube. It's like I don't know. It's like you gotta blow people. Just press the fucking button. It's like just hit the button. It don't cost nothing.
Push the button.
Push the button.
That's right.
Damn it.
Push the button.
Push the damn button.
Awesome. So this is a lot of fun. Thanks everybody for hanging. You guys jumping right off. You want to say a quick goodbye?
Yeah, I'm gonna go tonight. The bed's calling me.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I know. The medication is making you tired, so don't worry about it.
Joe, you're a champ.
I love you guys, man.
Love you, brother. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Make sure you do the homework.
Yeah, of course.
Night, all.